Good morning everyone, it is debarkation day. We're back at Hull where we started and it's just coming up to 7 o'clock and we're just packing everything away in our suitcases to disembark the ship, which is very sad. We can see the runway, we can see the gangway where we came onto the ship, and yeah, our time on the Disney Magic is over. But we've had a brilliant time, it's been amazing. So we will pack up the last few bits I think, and then we've not going to be down to breakfast till 8:30 at Lumieres, so we are going to probably go for a last walk up on deck and around the ship, and then just disembark. And with your luggage you can either put it out the night before, but it has to be out by 10:30 and then they take it off for you, or you can take it off when you go. You can just take them to breakfast and then you just walk them off, which is what we're going to do because we wasn't ready by 10:30 last night to put the cases out. But yeah, I'm wearing my new hoodie that I've bought, and I bought a cap as well. I love wearing baseball caps. We're planning on doing sitting down and just talking through my thoughts and my opinions and any advice I'd give when I get home. And then unfortunately me and Mum are back in work 3 till 7 later on today, so back into work straight away. And then I've only got 1 more week and then I'm leaving to go off to uni. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy these last few hour and a bit on the ship. So we've just got a hot drink in Cabanas. It's just on 7:30. Our breakfast isn't for another hour and we're looking at a lovely rainy Tilbury. We're just walking around the deck for one last time while it's raining. It is very wet and rainy. Goes with our mood, the fact that we're sad that we're leaving, but I feel sorry for the people that are getting on today in the rain, really. Look at it, look at Tilbury in the rain. So over there is where we park the car. So the shed on the left is where we dropped our luggage, and then the shed on the right is where we had our testing. And then we walked. And we were so excited. Oh, you can see people are getting off already. People are starting to leave already. We're going to head to Lumieres for breakfast in a bit.
Not now, Pluto. Now, as you disembark. Okay. Everybody, as you disembark. Good boy, Pluto. Well, we hope you made a whole bunch of happy memories. Right, Pluto? So long, pals, and thanks for sailing with us.
So we're back in Lumieres for our last breakfast. Left our cases just outside where everyone else was leaving them. Just got our menus. See you real soon. So our breakfast has come and I went for the eggs for the road, scrambled, and a sausage, and then I asked for extra hash brown, extra sausage. Mum and Auntie both had the Route 66, and then they got the chef's farewell omelette to share, which looks really nice actually. It's got barbecue chicken, green peppers, onion and cheese on it. So this is it. One last look around in the atrium. Lumieres was just down there. Rapunzel's royal table. And we're gonna exit out over there where we came on. Breakfast at Lumieres was really nice. One of the best meals actually. The hash browns were amazing, and yes, it was really nice to sit down for a proper breakfast in there before heading off. Absolutely stuffed now for the day, and yeah, we're just gonna exit out the atrium with everyone else and head on our way.
Oh yeah.
Oh look! Bye! We'll be back again one day. Hey guys, it's now a week later, Saturday, after we've come back from the cruise, and I haven't ended the video because life has been mad. I've been getting ready for university this weekend and finishing work yesterday, so it's been a bit of a whirlwind. Not really had a chance to pick up the camera and just end this video off. Wanted to end it off on a bit of a review, my opinions, my experiences of the cruise, some tips that I picked up on. It was first time cruising, and a few years ago I would have said that you wouldn't have got me on a cruise. I didn't really like the idea of it, but now having been on one and looked it all up and watched other people's vlogs and having experienced it myself, it was amazing. Being back in the magic was incredible. There was no words. When we first got on, there was no words to describe it. Seeing Mickey and Minnie there and just exploring the ship was just amazing. So would I go on another Disney cruise? Yes. Would I go on another staycation cruise? Definitely. I am praying that they do them again, because I just think they've been incredible for people that, like us, were first timers, for people that don't want to go over to Florida to do the shorter cruises. I know they do them from Dover, the 7-night ones, to like the fjords and round Europe, but the 2-3 nighters were such a good taster and tester for people like us that haven't been on cruises, or just people that love Disney and just wanted to get back in the magic. There was a real mix of people on the cruise. There was families, couples, girls trips like us, there was a few guys together, and yeah, it was just it really was. Disney is really the happiest place to be, and it was just as magical as being back in the parks. So as I said, 3 nights for us was perfect, I think, for a beginning cruise. We knew you can't do it all, you can't eat everything, which is a huge thing on the cruise. The food is amazing, but we fitted in as much as we could, and it just makes us look forward to when we go back on another one. I've already started looking at all the other ships. They all just look incredible. They've all got something different to offer, which is amazing as well. So I'm just going to give a sort of a roundup of the key areas. I made some notes last night while I was just looking back on our trip. I've started sharing highlights on my stories on my Instagram, which is rebecca.everafter. I'll put it on the screen now. So yeah, lots of cruise content is going to be coming on there as well, so or is going to be on there probably by the time you've seen this video. So yeah, make sure you check that out as well. So first thing I wanted to start off with was our stateroom. We had a veranda stateroom, and I booked a white wall one, like a white wall veranda, but actually it was a glass one, so it was spotless. The veranda, I definitely loved having that. I would definitely pay that extra money, not that it was too much more. I would definitely pay that extra money again to get a veranda. It was so nice to be able to go back to the room and have your own space to sit out on. Not that the ship ever felt busy, there was always sunbeds, there was loads of sunbeds and places to sit around the ship, but it was just really nice to have that to go back to. We did make use of the room for like chilling time in the afternoon. The TV has so many different channels on, it's got Disney on demand, so we did watch Coco one evening when we got back to the room, and we made use of room service as well. We had that a couple of times, which was brilliant as well. I'm not sure whether it's because their ships are based in America usually, but it was a tad cold in the room sometimes. It wasn't freezing, sometimes I just put my jumper on, but yeah, it was fine in the rooms. It was nice. It didn't feel, there was 3 of us in our room and we all had our own space. That was really good. The main bed was really comfy that Mum and Auntie slept in, but my little sofa bed was alright. It was fine for 3 nights, but I did have to ask for a duvet because I only just got given like a thin sheet because I was a bit cold the first night, and our stateroom host was amazing, and she catered to our needs and made sure we was all okay. Also, the Disney toiletries were just like the ones that you get in Florida, in the parks, in the resorts, and they were brilliant as well. So the next area I want to talk about is the entertainment. There is really something for everybody. We try to do quite a variety of everything. We met lots of characters, which before going we seen with the COVID restrictions that maybe they're not as good, as magical, but we had some brilliant interactions with all characters. We met so many. We didn't meet as many princesses and we didn't see as many Marvel characters as we thought, but us 3 girls aren't huge Marvel fans. I know my brother and Dad are, but we saw some princesses from a distance and managed to meet Rapunzel, and Mum and Auntie met Cinderella, and we met all the main 5, the Fab 5, which are brilliant as well. We did a number of trivias which were really good. Didn't do great on some, but had great fun doing the tunes. We did a Frozen one, we did a general knowledge Disney one, which was pretty hard actually. I did the animation class where I drew Mickey, which is something that I really wanted to do. I've wanted to do the Rafiki's Planet Watch animation class over in Animal Kingdom, so this was a good taster to try that as well. We watched a film on Funnel Vision, or some of a film on Funnel Vision the first night. That's brilliant. They just show films every day, all through the day I mean. And then we saw, I can't remember the singer's name, but she was Mother Gothel in Tangled, the musical that we watched on the ship. She's a West End star and she was incredible. She did like 30 minutes of just singing, and that was really popular. The whole room was full, but that was amazing to just be able to sit and listen to her singing. The shows that are West End Broadway style were incredible. How they do these sort of shows on the cruise ships is amazing. The sets, stuff was coming up from the floor, down from the ceiling, from the sides. There was projections all around the wall. It was just amazing. Both shows were equally as good. Tangled is my favourite film, so that one will always hold a special place in my heart. And Disney Dreams was just magical. It was just perfect, bringing all different films, all different classic movies all together. For the children, the kids club looked brilliant. We went to an open house and met Woody. The adult only areas, the adult only pool and Cove Cafe area was brilliant. We spent a fair bit of time in there, and then the after hours areas. There is really somewhere for everyone to go, everyone to sit. There was O'Gill's pub for those that just want to sit and watch the football was being shown in there. There was a Keys like loungy bar where there was piano music being played. Really somewhere for everyone. We didn't swim on this trip. There was two, so an adults only pool, a children's like family pool, and then a children's splash paddy area I think with 2 slides. and we didn't swim just because it wasn't cold but it wasn't warm, and it just didn't feel right to fit into the trip. So that is definitely something that we would do on the next trip. But yeah, overall the entertainment, all the entertainment cast members were brilliant. We gave Mum and Auntie made little bags for the cast members, and we gave a couple to some of the entertainment team because they're just brilliant. They really just want to make your holiday as special as it can be. So going on to the food, there is so much food. You can eat every single hour of the day. It is amazing. My favourite restaurant was Rapunzel's Royal Table, just because of everything, the theming in there, the show, just even the little touches on the tables, just everything. As I said, Rapunzel's my favourite, and anything Rapunzel I will love. But my favourite sitting of the day is definitely breakfast. I'm a huge breakfast fan. We ate at Cabanas for the first 2 mornings, then Lumieres for the last. Also pretty much the same food. I really loved Cabanas, being able to just go up and see everything and choose what you wanted. Yeah, as I said, Cabanas, I wish we went to Cabanas for lunch to just have a look. We didn't, because we were so full up from breakfast. We didn't really eat heavy at lunch. We just sort of snacked and grabbed little bits through the day. But next time I would definitely like to go and try Cabanas for lunch. Food at dinner was probably my least favourite of the day, and the theming in all the restaurants was amazing. All my mains, they were nice, but they just wasn't anything. I didn't think there was anything special. Favourite was the truffle pasta, which I had every night, which our lovely server managed to get for us, which was something different that I hadn't tried before. The quick service options are really good. We had cookies and fruit and wraps and paninis from Daisy's Delights. The pizza from Pinocchio's Pizzeria was amazing. Pizza is one of my favourite foods, so I had that every day. Mum and Auntie, I think, had the chicken tenders from Duck Diner. And we, as I said before, we had room service, so we got some room service in the mornings when we woke up early, and then we also I got a pizza one afternoon when we came back to the room, which was also really nice. Oh, and at Cove Cafe we got some sweet treats from as well. That's where you have to buy the speciality coffees. We didn't buy any of those, but we did pick up some of the sweet treats in there, which were really, really delicious as well. We were on the later rotation for dinner. Now, was that a good thing or not for us? It was. It has its pros and cons, I think, whichever time you choose. It was quite late for us to be eating. By the time we'd finished, it was like 10:15, so we didn't have long till we was going to go to bed. So that side of it we didn't like, but then we really enjoyed having the time and not being rushed before dinner, and we managed to squeeze so much into our days. I think having that later dining really did help. But maybe next time we will try the earlier one and just see how it goes. I'd definitely be open to trying the earlier one, because we got up so early in the morning. I think that did help with our days as well. But yeah, overall the food was amazing. The merchandise in the shops, as we knew before going, wasn't going to be brilliant. There was queues beforehand, and it was either queue for the shop or going to see Tangled musical. So that was a no-brainer really. We was going to see Tangled, and then I was just going to pick up whatever we could in the shop. So the first day we went in and I saw this hoodie straight away. I'd seen it on another person's vlog or a photo on Facebook, and I did really like the design. This is the sort of design that I wanted in the Spirit jerseys, but there was none left. So I picked this up because it was one in a small, and I'm so glad that I did, because I do really love it. Just simple, like sunset colours, and it's so comfy as well. So really glad that I picked that up. And then I also picked up on the second day a Pandora charm, which I'd seen. The Pandora station was really busy the first day, and then I saw this charm and I weren't sure if it was the one that I thought it was. There was no Disney Cruise Lines there, but I managed to pick up. It's not going to pick it up, but I'll insert a photo here. It's the first visit badge with the main. It's got Donald, Daisy, Mickey and Minnie on, and then on the back it's got the castle. So I really love that. It's a sort of a combination for this trip and our Florida trip as well, because I didn't pick up a Pandora charm at Florida. So yeah, that's a lovely keepsake that I'm starting to collect. And then on the last day, I love a cap, so I picked up this one. It's just plain white with the cruise line badge on, and yeah, there was loads of different styles of caps, but I really liked this one. And then on the back it just says Disney Cruise Line with the lovely cruise line badge embossed on there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I do pretty much wear a cap every day. And then we picked up a couple of varieties of the reusable bags. I got one of each size. This is the medium one, which are just really good to have keepsakes and use. So yeah, overall boarding was really smooth. Obviously that's going to be different for every cruise. COVID restrictions were quite high at the minute. We had to test before going on, which was so nerve-wracking. But it was so smooth. It was really organised. The app worked really well. They helped us connect to the Wi-Fi. Because the Wi-Fi only allowed you to use the app and iMessages, there was a chat on there to connect to your people in your party, or you could connect to other people's parties. So I connected with my friend Charlie so that we could chat and meet up and stuff and that worked really well. The app was brilliant. You needed it all the time. It brought up your menus. It showed you the timetable of the day of when you can see things. It brought up your onboard count. It was really smooth and we had no problems with it. You could chat to guest services on there. So yeah, there was really it was everything on the app. So all the cast members were great. They're just incredible cast members. They just really, as I said before, they just want to make your trip so special, especially I think after the years that we've had with COVID. Yeah, it was just, they were all amazing. The character meets were just incredible. We met Rapunzel and I've turned into a kid when I met her. It's just amazing. Yeah, just overall, just a brilliant time. Some tips that we picked up on. So we had these girls trip badges, which I'll put up on the screen, which really did catch a lot of attention. We had lots of compliments from it. Oh, you're on a girls trip, and they really helped with character meets and greets. Daisy, Minnie, Rapunzel were all joining our girls trip, and we love to plan our outfits, so we all had like Disney themed t-shirts and outfits for the day, our ears. If you want little prompts with characters and cast members, then the badge was definitely a good way to go. Another tip I'd say on the day, or just any holidays in general, get up early, one, to see the sunrise, and two, it just really does extend your day and lets you do more things. Before both breakfasts on like both mornings, we felt like we'd squeezed so much into our day already, and it was only like half eight. Get up early, the sunrise, it was beautiful on the Saturday. Sunday it was just cloudy, but that was definitely something I'd say to do. The cast member bags that Mum made, they were so appreciated. We gave one to, I can't think of his name now, but he was I think he was the character attendant, and he was talking to everybody in the line as they were waiting, and he was just so welcoming, so friendly, and he was just explained everything to you. If you had any questions, it was just brilliant to chat to him. So we gave one to him, and you could just tell it was just so appreciated. So I'd definitely make them, or I definitely say to do them again, especially on the cruises, because for these cruises cast members couldn't get off the ship, so they only had what they had with them or in the shop, the cast member shop, which I heard isn't brilliant, so they definitely appreciated those. For Freezing the Night Away, we watched it on deck 10 for deck shows, which was really good to be able to look down on it. We was away from really in it, but we still had such a good view, so I'd say go up to deck 10 for any of the deck shows. We seemed to have like a busy morning and was just meeting character after character, doing trivias, and then by the afternoon we just sort of chilled, which it was definitely a really good way to go, to have some downtime in the afternoon before then doing something before dinner, and then having a lovely meal in the evening. For Rapunzel's Royal Table, there is a lantern photo op that you can also do in the parks that they let you do here on the ship, and I went with Charlie, and then I went back with Mum and Auntie, and you can obviously go and do the lantern photo, but we took the opportunity to just look around the restaurant, taking photos and just really appreciating it while it's quieter. We found our table where we was, yeah, just looked around. There's 3 hidden Pascals in the restaurant, which make sure when you're in there you check them out as well. And then last tip that I've written down on here is to use deck 4. Deck 4 is a jogging slash walking track that we did every morning. Because I've got an Apple Watch, I like to get my 30 minutes of exercise. I still had to do that when I was on a Disney cruise. So we did 30-minute walk around the deck both mornings, which was just brilliant. It was really quiet and just gave you that fresh air that you do need to get when you're on the cruise still. We didn't really spoke about seasickness, but I was worried about that before we went, but we feel a little bit of movement, like when you was going, and on the first night I think like when we was moving away from the port, but the rest of the time we was fine. Felt a bit heady, like you was swaying a little bit, but nothing terrible at all. But yeah, use deck 4. Each morning when we went out, the cast members were putting out the deck chairs and putting cushions on the deck chairs, so there is just so many spaces to sit and to just sit and take in your surroundings and taking the environment that you're sitting in. It was really so beautiful and such an incredible experience. So I think that just about rounds up everything. I've probably waffled on for a long time now, but I'm so glad that I've been able to sit down and finally give a whole review of my experience, our experience. Mum and Auntie loved it just as much as I did. It was so good to have a girls trip. So enjoyed it. It was really good to spend some time together as girls. We've got our girls trip next year. Fingers crossed to Florida, which is just going to be incredible. Yesterday, as I'm filming this, yesterday was the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom and the celebrations have started and it looks amazing. So fingers crossed that we get there next year. But just to end this video off, would I recommend it to anyone? I would definitely recommend it to anyone. For someone that didn't think I was going to love cruising, I've been converted. I've definitely been converted. I can't wait. I've already been looking them up. If they come out again next year, these staycations, I'll need to be reined back, I think, to book them, because I just want to go on them again and be back to the magic. But I feel so lucky that I was able to get on them. I was so nervous before going that we was even going to get on it with everything COVID and illnesses that were going around. But we did it and we had the best time. So thank you so much if you've made it this far in all my vlogs. My first Disney experience of vlogging. I haven't yet sat down to start editing them, but I can't wait to look back and relive our Disney Magic at Sea trip. So let me know below if you've been on the Disney Magic. Just let me know. Let's just chat in the comments if you've been on a Disney cruise, if you've got a Disney cruise book. I would really love to chat to you all, and make sure you check me out on Instagram as well, because I'm always over on there, trying to be more active on there now that I've got some Disney content to post, which is so exciting. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again real soon.